Hi, Mrs. Dresser. It's Erin Koppel-Smith. When I won the award, I was the first recipient in 2004, and I was just Erin Koppel then, but now I'm Erin Koppel-Smith. Um, what am I doing now? Well, as you can see from my background here, I'm an assistant professor of media studies at Austin College in Sherman, Texas, which is about an hour north of Dallas. And I'm absolutely loving it. I get to teach all sorts of neat classes that are really exciting, and I think about my time at Denison all the time. And in fact, as you can see right there, there's the clock that you gave us as a wedding gift when we got married in 2007. So we've got all sorts of great memories here at the new job from the old job, and of course from college as well. Winning the first ever Bill Dresser Love of Learning Award was such an amazing moment, in particular because of all the things that I like to think I've achieved in my life, some of which are greater than others. The thing I pride myself most on is the fact that I do love learning. I love it so much, in fact, that I've committed my career to helping other students learn and helping them develop their love of learning, particularly in the field of media studies, but also just in general. And so being awarded for something that you really take a lot of pride and honor in was very exciting and meant a lot, and it still does. When I think about it, it gives me goosebumps. It was a wonderful moment. So thank you so much, of course, to the department for awarding this the gift to me 10 years ago. I don't know how that happened. That's a long time. Makes me feel very old. So thank you to the department for choosing me to be the first recipient of the award, and thank you, of course, to Mrs. Dresser for making the award a possibility and for believing in me and other generations of communication students at Denison. It's a really exciting legacy to be part of, and I'm very proud of it. Truly, it means a lot. Also, of all the accomplishments I have, Mrs. Dresser, I thought maybe you'd be interested in seeing my most recent accomplishment. That is our son Corbett. He's 10 months old. This is a few weeks old, but he's pretty precious, and hopefully he will love learning too. We're certainly working on it. So, hope you're doing great. Miss you, thinking of you all the time, and thanks again for a wonderful 10-year legacy for this incredible award. Bye.
Hello, Mrs. Dresser. This is Laura Faulkner Rasmussen, class of 2005 at Denison. I wanted to thank you for sponsoring this award and send you my best warm wishes. I am now almost 10 years out of Denison and continuing to study and practice communication on a regular basis. And I work at Accenture and live in Manhattan Beach, California. And as a consultant at Accenture, I use all the interpersonal skills in writing that I learned at Denison and really appreciate everything that the communication department and you have done for the school. Thank you so much. Bye.
Hello, my name is Quinn Copeland Fordham, and I received the Dresser Love of Learning Award in 2007. I am currently living in Atlanta, Georgia, and I have a 19-month-old son and one due in about 2 weeks. I'm married and have been for 4 years. I started my own business in 2010 and continue to further my education and love for learning through lots of programs for female entrepreneurs. But I started a childcare-based network here in Atlanta, and we are working to figure out the best way to scale that right now. The communication department at Denison was just incredible to me. I was a double major and a minor, and definitely got the most out of the comm department. I just feel like it gave me a great base for everything in life. So I'm very thankful for that. I was a fellow with the department and still talk to lots of people that were comm majors and involved in the department. And thank you to Miss Dresser. We've actually rekindled our pen pal relationship and have been writing recently. I've been trying to catch her up on why I've been MIA, mostly because of raising a toddler, and with one on the way, I'm just busy. But thank you to her. She was so warm and open to me and my family back in 2007, and I hope that she is doing phenomenally. And yeah, thanks again. Bye-bye.
Hi, Mrs. Dresser. It's Chevelle Peralta. I was a recipient of the award in 2010-2011, along with my colleague and friend, Malvika Sharian. Upon graduating Denison in May of 2011, I committed 2 years to aiding in the challenge to close the achievement gap with Teach for America, which brought me to Miami, Florida. I had the privilege of teaching 6th grade reading to the children of Miami-Dade. Both years, both of my classes were filled with very eager and beautiful children that I hold very near and dear to my heart, as those 2 years of teaching proved to be the most challenging and most rewarding years thus far in my life. I still stay in contact with a lot of the children in my classroom, as they became my best buddies in the city as I was learning my way around. And through them, I'm still able to do activities around the city, going to Disney on Ice or bringing them to their first ballet. Most recently, I brought them to watch The Giver, the movie, which was a novel that we read together in class. That was a really special opportunity for me. While I was teaching, I also continued my personal education as a graduate student at the University of Miami, receiving my master's degree in education and social change. Upon graduation in May of 2013, I was hired by Univision Communications as the public relations specialist. The company is a media company serving Hispanic America. I work very closely with the company's empowerment initiatives. Most recently, most of my writing last month was dedicated to the company's 4th annual award-winning Education Week, which was a topic I was very passionate about and a campaign that I strongly believed in. I believe that this passion was really sparked at Denison through this award, through the department, through your commitment, through the staff. And I believe that because of it, I'll always be a student of life. I mean, the communication department helped me early on really explore myself through writing, and later on explore society through media and the lens that we see it and we perceive it, and through service learning, which really aided in my decision of doing Teach for America. And I'm just so thankful for my education at Denison, and sometimes I just wish I could go back to the Hill to delve into new topics. I want to say thank you. I hope this message finds you well, Mrs. Dresser, and that you know that my gratitude goes way beyond this short message. Thanks.
Hi, Mrs. Dresser. This is Alicia Blake. I received the award in 2013 along with Jenny Cook. And currently right now I'm still working for Deloitte Consulting. I've worked in healthcare, I've worked in banking. It's been a whirlwind of an experience, but I've learned a lot and I'm really grateful for it. Also, something you might want to note or be happy about is in the background you'll see here I still have my Love of Learning figurine, and I bring it with me everywhere. I've recently moved to Chicago and am living with my roommate from Denison, who's kind of been an inspiration and encouragement as I continue this journey of figuring out exactly what it is I want to do. So what has the award meant to me? I mean, I really think it's just that ability to think back and reflect on what communication can mean in our everyday. And additionally, it's really encouraged me to keep in touch with everyone back in the communication department, specifically Dr. Kurtz and his class. I actually just went on a trip with him and his class to Gettysburg to kind of revisit the rhetoric of Lincoln and King and think through what that means in our contemporary and everyday lives. Overall, I've just been really grateful for the experience and so honored and happy to have received the award. And here's a shout out to Sally for helping us and put this together for you. But I wish you all the best. I hope to see you soon, and next time in Granville, I'll be sure to give you a ring and maybe we can get lunch sometime. So enjoy the holidays and what's coming up next, and thanks again. Bye.
Hi, my name is Jenny Cook. I graduated from Denison in 2013, which is also when I was the recipient of the Love of Learning Award. Currently, I'm working as an educational leadership consultant for my sorority Kappa Alpha Theta. With this job, I travel across the country working with different Theta chapters at different universities, and I focus on leadership development and educational programming. I absolutely love what I do. I get to travel the country and see new places and work with new people all the time. It's even taken me to places like Colorado, which is where I'm at right now. With this job, I am so appreciative of the education that I received from the communication department at Denison. I really don't know where I would be without the inspiration and motivation from my professors. I use so many of the skills that I learned in my different communication classes in my job every single day, whether it's public speaking or utilizing the different communication skills that I learned, as well as writing all those essays. I'm writing reports all the time, so definitely helpful that I've had so much writing experience. Again, I just want to say thank you so much for having received the Love of Learning Award. It really was such an honor, and thank you again.
Hi, my name is Austin Bailey, and along with Yuan, I am a 2014 William Dresser Love of Learning Award winner. First of all, Mrs. Dresser, thank you for endowing the scholarship and being such an inspiration to the communication department and to myself. You're full of amazing history and full of amazing stories about Mr. Dresser and the communication department in its early time. So I just thank you so much for being there and supporting us and supporting the department and supporting the students. So thank you again. Secondly, I start my first job as a Legislative Service Commission Fellow at the Ohio State House December 3rd, where I'll be in the Democratic Caucus working with Democratic politicians. So actually the midterm elections are today, and a lot of people will be changing in the General Assembly, and I'll get to meet a lot of the politicians that are newly elected. So that should be a very interesting experience, and I look forward to it very much in just under a month now. And thirdly, I just want to thank the communication department as a whole for being such an impactful experience for so many communication scholars at Denison, including myself. I very much enjoyed my classes that I took, and even though I started late in the communication department in my sophomore year, I'm very happy that I did. And I believe that a lot of the professors taught me very much about the history of communication and the evolution of communication and the difference between communication and communications, which is constantly misinterpreted. But I'm thankful for my experience, and I'm thankful for the teachers that taught me, and I'm thankful that they listened and they gave me time to speak, because I believe that I gained a lot of confidence in the classroom and gained a lot of confidence through those discussions. So again, I want to thank the communication department and Mrs. Dresser for endowing such an amazing award. Thank you.
Hi, Mrs. Dresser, this is Yuan, and I'm the 2014 recipient of the Love of Learning Award along with Austin. So right now, I'm a student of Ecosa Institute in Prescott, Arizona, and I'm learning about regenerative eco-design this place. So within the studio, we're actually working on a 320-acre land and trying to transform that into a retreat center. And our job is to draw the master plan for that. Actually, we just finished the desk review with our clients yesterday. Personally, I'm also trying to put my application for graduate school together this fall to pursue a master's degree in landscape architecture. So we will see where I can go with it. For me, this award stays as inspiration because it reminds me of what I did in communication department, and also it always reminds me that don't get afraid of things that I don't know, and just to keep learning, keep going. It's more about the process rather than the ending. And for communication department, it means everything to me, because people communicate every day and everything is about communication. So while I was at school, I'm not just interested in how people communicate meaning and how meanings are generated through discourses. I'm also interested in how space communicate. That's what brings me here to learn about space in the built environment, because I want to change the physicality of the world by changing the built environment and the meanings they've created through space and spatial experiences. Yeah, so I really want to thank you for putting this award together, and I really miss you and everyone in the communication department. Actually, I plan to go back to Ohio this Christmas, so I think I will see Callie and maybe others in the department. I'm super interested in what people are doing right now in the department and things that are going on. Well, thank you.